thing we talk about this team is you guys were, when you were 1-7, you probably weren't a 1-7 team, but now you're one game above 500. There's a lot of fun, obviously, in the dressing room when you're winning, but just what have you noticed with this group in the last 3 weeks?
Yeah, like we talked about before, we didn't think we were a 1-7 team or playing like a 1-7 team at all. We were kind of playing against some of the heavy hitters in the league, and we knew we were playing with them right up to the bitter end of most of those games, and it was usually just a lapse of 5 minutes that would kill us every night. So we just feel like we've eliminated that, or when we do get running, we're a lot more confident and a lot safer and kind of get back to our basics. And when we do that, we know we can play with everyone, and the results have kind of followed.
What can you say about your goaltender? I mean, 215 stops out of the last 220 shots he's faced. So, I mean, obviously, as you guys have gone, he's gone. 6 wins in a row for him.
Yeah, can't say enough about him. Obviously, he's the guy back there, and he's standing on his head a lot of nights. And even tonight, he made a lot of saves that could have changed the game. And we rely on him every single night. He knows that. We know that. And he's taken it in stride, and can't say enough about what he's done for us, obviously.
From your perspective, from watching from above over this last little bit, what do you think was a turning point for your guys' team to go from well below 500 hockey to a bit above?
Yeah, it honestly wasn't much. Like I said, we just needed to tweak a few things, and when we did that, we were able to come out on top in these close games. Like we look at these games, and the coaches evaluate them and show us what we need to work on every game. Still, there's still areas for us to improve upon, and really we just cleaned those up and started putting some pucks in the net, and results have kind of followed. So we really haven't played that different. We still analyze every game and approach every game the exact same way. Just we're starting to see results, which is kind of what we're hoping for right from the start.
Has there been anything different from the leadership group? I remember talking to you after the Iowa series, and you said that you guys are going to really try to take responsibility as an ownership group to really change things up.
You know what? We didn't really change much. It was more other guys in the room really stepped up and have been stepping up, and that kind of goes throughout the whole room. Every single night it's somebody different, and guys are just gaining confidence in there. And when you do that, it's great, because some days you don't feel great yourself, and you can't be the guy that night, and that's okay, because we have 20 other guys in there that are willing to do that now, and it's really kind of infectious. As soon as you see everybody doing it, you have no choice but to hop on board.
Andrei Chibisov continues to roll. Pascal told us the other day that he had this amazing post-game speech that really caught him off guard. Were you there for that in the locker room when he was saying how, with Bergen translating that, we're one team and such like that, and what were your thoughts on that?
You know what? I wasn't in the room for that one. That one might have been on the road there, but that'd be pretty funny to see Birdie translate for him.
Peter, what can you say? I mean, your defensive partner, Leon Kalanke, scores his first pro goal, sets up the game-winning goal for Colmeyer when he gets the shot, gets to that open lane. What have you seen from him early in his development?
Right, when you come into this league, not a lot of people know a lot about the American League. Obviously, everybody watches the NHL on TV, watches other leagues on TV, but there's really not nearly as much publicity about the American Hockey League. And when guys get here, they realize it's a very good hockey league. And it always takes a few games of adjustment, and all of our younger guys, Covey, Greener, G, all those guys on the back end, especially as a defenseman, when you're the last line back there, your mistakes sometimes stand out a little more than forwards will. But it's always going to take a little bit of adjustment time, and I think they've all done a fantastic job of that. Obviously, G was a huge part of the game today. Awesome, he was able to hit that empty net, and obviously made a great play on that the game-winning assist there. Really all started with him, and Mizey just banged it in.